An American jury once did something that defies modern legal logic. They convicted a man of murder based on the testimony of a ghost. The story begins with a sudden death. A young woman passes away in her home, and her husband immediately reports the cause to the authorities, a fatal, unexpected heart attack. The case was closed with startling speed. The body was washed, dressed, and prepared for a swift burial before a doctor or coroner ever examined the remains. When a body goes into the ground with an accepted medical explanation and no physical examination, it creates a forensic dead end. Bringing murder charges under those conditions is nearly impossible unless a living witness steps forward. The victim's mother rejected the official story entirely. From the moment she heard the news, she suspected her son-in-law was lying. The problem was the complete absence of physical evidence. With no signs of a struggle at the house, the undisturbed burial site provided no forensic justification to reopen the case. This introduces the legal concept of the burden of proof. The husband didn't have to prove his wife died of natural causes. It was entirely on the mother to produce new, concrete evidence to challenge his established claim. A grieving mother's intuition carries no weight in a court of law. The judicial system demands hard data, physical artifacts, or sworn eyewitness accounts to move forward. Without an investigation or a witness to contradict him, the husband's story was fully protected by the legal system. His lie was on track to become the permanent historical record. Then, the mother made an incredible claim to the local authorities. She said the ghost of her dead daughter appeared in her bedroom. According to her, the apparition visited her over 4 consecutive nights. The ghost delivered a highly specific accusation. She stated that her husband hadn't found her dead, but had actually murdered her himself in a sudden fit of rage. She detailed exactly how he did it. The apparition claimed he manually strangled her with such force that it broke her neck. This diagram illustrates the competing claims. On the left, the husband's claim of a heart attack affects soft tissue, which degrades rapidly. On the right, the ghost's claim of a shattered spine leaves distinct, identifiable bone fractures long after burial. The supernatural visitor provided a highly specific, medically testable hypothesis that investigators could actually verify. Armed with this story, the mother launched a relentless public campaign. She eventually pressured the local prosecutor into ordering men with shovels to dig her daughter's body out of the ground based entirely on the ghost's claims. The coffin was pulled from the earth, opened, and the remains were immediately handed over to a team of local physicians for a proper autopsy. The medical examiners thoroughly investigated the body, focusing their attention directly on the tissues and bones of the throat and neck area. Inside the autopsy room, they found exactly what the ghost said they would. The victim's neck had been forcibly broken. A paranormal claim triggered a legal process, forcing the discovery of undeniable physical evidence of murder. The husband was immediately arrested and put on trial for his life. His defense attorneys fought back. They attempted to dismiss the mother's nighttime visions as inadmissible hearsay, painting her as a grieving woman suffering from intense hallucinations. The prosecution didn't need to prove ghosts were real. They simply pointed to the broken bones on the medical examiner's table as the overriding factual truth of the case. The evidence held up. The jury convicted the husband of murder. While the narratives began with a haunting, the conviction was secured by the medical facts it revealed. By channeling her suspicion into a specific supernatural claim, a mother forced the legal system to uncover the physical evidence that had been hidden in the grave.